we really got to take a look at how we're manipulated into thinking about what's important and what are solutions, because there's an awful lot of people playing games. I'll give you a quick little example of this. Something came across my path on the internet called summer of 2023 is the Barefoot Boys summer. Now, I live barefoot as much as possible. It's just my way of feeling natural in the world. And I'm like, oh, maybe the rest of the world is catching up with me. So I start looking into it. Basically, what it consisted of, 3 photos. One, an Australian actor barefoot coming out of a cafe with a cup of coffee. A band leaving a cafe in California. One of the 5 band members is barefoot. And a guy coming out of his apartment in Brooklyn to get his mail barefoot. Okay, they put these 3 pictures together and said, oh, there's a movement of guys just kicking off their shoes, going barefoot this summer. But then what also happened on the internet was news stories of news programs that had taken this phenomena of Barefoot Boys summer and interviewing podiatrists, foot doctors, to say how deadly this was going to be for them and why this is something you should definitely not do. You'll ruin your feet forever for walking around, barefoot. And I said, boy, this is exactly what we got going on. Contrived stories. And they were certainly contrived because in Australia, people are barefoot all the time in public anyway. It's part of life there. The one guy who was coming out of the cafe in the band, he was like, I just didn't have my shoes on in the car and I didn't feel like putting them on as we went in to get coffee. And the other guy was just stepping outside to get his mail. So you take nothing and make a trend, and then you try and instill fear in people. And if this is going on with a simple, stupid little thing like this, how many other things are contrived stories and then an angle on it, twisting it to make people afraid? You gotta be on the lookout for it.